What if I told you there's a dog breed to take on wolves and bears? Or one so fearless it's banned in some countries for its reputation? How about a dog that hunts lions or even leopards and jaguars? And then there's a dog that jumps out of helicopters and runs straight into gunfire without hesitation. And yes, there's even a dog on the list that was part of the raid that brought down Osama bin Laden. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Forever Green. Today we'll show you 15 dogs that fear absolutely nothing, not even lions and tigers. These fearless canines don't back down, whether they're facing wild animals, dangerous missions, or life or death situations. And stick around for our number one pick because we'll show you a dog so trusted and fearless that Genghis Khan took 30,000 of them on his conquest to guard his camps and armies. So get ready, click subscribe, and let's jump right in. 15. Alibi. Picture a dog so fearless even Genghis Khan would have hired it as his bodyguard. Meet the Alibi, the legendary Central Asian shepherd, bred over 5,000 years ago to guard livestock against wolves and bears. Even lions wouldn't dare mess with it. These huge canines are the warriors of steppes, built like tanks with muscles that scream, "Don't mess with my flock." In the rugged mountains of Central Asia, alibis work solo, patrolling vast territories with brutal independence. They don't wait for commands, they act. Locals say a single alibi can stare down a wolf pack, and historical texts hint that they were used to protect ancient Silk Road caravans from big cats. Famous Kazakh poet Aban Barasuli once wrote, "An alibi's bark freezes the blood of the wolf." And it's not just poetry. These dogs have earned nicknames like wolf crushers for their bone-crushing bites. Nomads in Central Asia still rely on them, sharing wild stories of alibis chasing off snow leopards. 14. Goldong. Meet the Goldong, Pakistan's ultimate fighting machine. Their name means bullet punch in Urdu, and they live up to it. This breed is a hybrid, created by mixing two very tough dogs, the Bully Kuda and the Gold Terrier. This hybrid beast was created for one job: hunt, fight, and never back down. Legends say even Mongol emperors would have traded their jewels to own one. Why fear a lion when this dog exists? Goldongs were created to take down wild boars and bears in Pakistan's rugged hills. In some regions, they're called Kala Jinn for their shadow-like speed and unmatched aggression. With jaws like steel traps and reflexes faster than a TikTok trend, these dogs fight like they've got a personal grudge against danger. Farmers share tales of Goldongs facing off against hyenas. Hyenas? Even Scar from The Lion King would nope out of that fight. They're banned in some countries due to their notorious reputation in underground dogfights. Think you could handle this living storm? Let us know in the comments. 13. Rhodesian Ridgeback. Meet the dog that literally chased lions for breakfast, the Rhodesian Ridgeback, known as the African lion dog. This lean, lightning-fast breed was bred by fearless hunters in the 19th century Africa to corner lions and hold them until humans arrived. Yes, you read that right. They stared down lions and lived to bark about it. European settlers and local tribes teamed up to create the ultimate hunting partner. They mixed European Mastiffs with native African dogs, which gave birth to a sleek, muscular dog with a signature ridge of fur along its spine. But don't let their elegance fool you. These dogs were the original lion influencers. Famous big game hunter Frederick Courtney Sellis had high praise for Ridgebacks, often calling them the bravest hearts on four legs. In the 1800s, European hunters in Zimbabwe, then Rhodesia, relied on Ridgebacks to protect farms and hunt big game. One legendary Ridgeback named Jock inspired a best-selling novel, Jock of the Bushveld, proving even lions can't beat their star power. Today they're still used as guard dogs, and trust us, thieves fear them more than alarm systems. If you like this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out 15 dogs you should fear the most on our channel, Forever Green. 12. American Bandog. This Mastiff Pit Bull hybrid isn't just a dog, it's a living tank bred to guard castles or your, backyard. This hybrid titan was created in the 1960s by a breeder named John Swinford to be the ultimate protector. Think of it as a living fortress with teeth, designed to scare off intruders, bears, and yes, even lions. The Bandog's DNA is a cocktail of raw power and unshakable loyalty. Medieval warriors used Mastiffs in battle, while Pit Bulls were known for their toughness. Combine them, and you get a dog that doesn't retreat, it pushes forward. The name Bandog comes from medieval England, where Bandogs were guard dogs that were chained up, banded, and only released to fight invaders. They've been called the Hound of Hell in crime documentaries for their intimidating looks. Farmers in the US share stories of Bandogs standing their ground against mountain lions. Legend says one Bandog in Kentucky chased off a bear twice. Even Arya Stark would add this dog to her kill list of threats to avoid. 11. Kangle. Meet the Kangle, a living tank bred to fight wolves, bears, and thieves. With a bite force of 743 psi, that's higher than a lion's, this dog doesn't just protect a sheep, it rewrites the rules of bravery. For over 6,000 years, Kangles have patrolled Turkey's wild Anatolian plains. Ancient Ottoman emperors prized them as royal guardians, and today, they're national heroes. Farmers swear Kangles don't just chase wolves, they humiliate them. One viral video showed a Kangle chasing a wolf pack for miles, forcing them to flee the country. Their lion-like courage isn't just folklore. In 2020, a Kangle named Casper became a global legend after fighting a bear to save his flock. Turkish poet Yunus Emre wrote, "The mountains bowed at the Kangle's roar." One Kangle in Ankara famously fought off 12 wolves in a single night. Turkey declared them a national treasure. They're gifted to foreign leaders as symbols of power, and it's no wonder. They're the only dog lions would swipe left on Tinder. 10. Dogo Gal. Forget predator. Guatemala's jungles have a real-life monster hunter, the Dogo Gal. This rare powerhouse breed was forged in the 1800s to guard coffee plantations and face off against jaguars, the America's most feared predator. With a bite force rivaling the hyenas, Dogo Guatemaltecos were bred by mixing mastiffs, bulldogs, and local war dogs into a living shield. In the 1920s, wealthy estate owners boasted these dogs could pin a jaguar long enough for hunters to move in. Their name means Guatemalan war dog, and for good reason. They're built like armored trucks, with muscles rippling under short, sleek coats. Stories tell of a dogo named Tlaloc, after the Aztec rain god, who fought a jaguar during a storm to save a child, becoming a national symbol of bravery. Modern breeders keep their bloodline secret, calling them the silent warriors of Central America. If lions vacationed in Guatemala, they'd ask for a dogo-free zone. 9. Sarlanac. Imagine a dog so tough, even Vikings would have thought twice before raiding its territory. Meet the Sarlanac, Yugoslavia's mountain guardian, bred to battle Balkan wolves, lynx, and thieves in the icy peaks of the Sar Mountains. With a bite force of 700 psi, stronger than a German Shepherd's, this dog doesn't just defend flocks, it erases threats. Named after Serbia's Sar Mountains, they were once used by Yugoslav army units to guard borders. Their thick, bear-like coats act as armor against fangs. Ancient Illyrian warriors prized them as battle companions, and legends say they once guarded the gold mines of King Alexander I. During World War II, these guards gained fame for protecting villages from invaders. There's a story about a Sarlanac named Volk, which means wolf, who led a pack to chase off Nazi soldiers in Serbia. So the next time you hear a wolf howl, remember, there's a fluffy powerhouse in the Balkans that just laughs at the challenge. 8. Neapolitan Mastiff. Imagine a dog that made Roman emperors cheer and gladiators shake. Meet the Neapolitan Mastiff, a living relic breed to battle lion, bears, and warriors in the blood-soaked sands of the Colosseum. With a bite force of 550 psi and a body like a bulldozer, they're the Godzilla of dogs, slow, unstoppable, and built to crush. Their saggy skin isn't just for looks, it acts as armor against enemy bites. Bred from war dogs of Mesopotamia over 2,000 years ago, Neapolitan Mastiffs were the tanks of the ancient world. Emperors like Nero used them to guard palaces and execute prisoners, while their terrifying presence in the arenas drew roaring crowds. Even Russell Crowe would have traded his sword for one of these beasts. Roman philosopher Pliny the Elder called them the chains of Mars for their unbreakable grip. Fast forward to today, and these gentle giants have swapped swords for snuggles. They've captured hearts worldwide as Hagrid's loyal Fang in Harry Potter. But in Italy, they're still known as Guardiana della Notte, patrolling vineyards with the same intensity their ancestors used to guard emperors. Talking about dogs, you can also check out our video on 25 extinct dog breeds that made a surprising return. 7. Belgian Malinois. Imagine a dog that jumps out of helicopters, hunts down terrorists in pitch-black caves, and runs into gunfire without a second thought. That's the Belgian Malinois, the ultimate military canine. Born in Belgium as herding dogs, they became World War I heroes delivering messages across battlefields littered with bullets. But their legend exploded in 2011 when a Malinois named Cairo joined SEAL Team 6 in the raid that took down Osama bin Laden. Strapped with a camera and Kevlar, Cairo became the furry face of modern warfare. During World War II, Malinois were parachuted into Nazi-occupied Europe as spy companions. Today, they're the top choice for militaries and police. These dogs are trained to tackle armed suspects, sniff out bombs, and even skydive. Police worldwide call them the living Swiss Army knife. They can do it all, but what really sets them apart is their brains are sharper than their teeth. Malinois can learn commands in seconds, outsmarting criminals and mastering obstacle courses with ease. In France, they're tasked with guarding the Eiffel Tower. They've also appeared in Hollywood movies like John Wick and Mission Impossible. 6. Borble. Meet the Borble, South Africa's answer to lions, leopards, and chaos. Bred by Dutch settlers in the 1600s to survive the wild, this Mastiff mix is a living tank with a 450 psi bite force and a stare that freezes predators mid-attack. The Borble's name came from boer, Dutch for farmer, and bol, which means dog in Dutch, but their legacy is written in blood and courage. During the Great Trek of the 1830s, these giants guarded wagons from lions as settlers carved paths through untamed lands. One farmer's journal from 1842 read, "My Borble fought a leopard under the moon. Only the dog returned at dawn." During the Boer Wars, they defended families against British troops and wildlife. Modern rangers used them to track thieves. Their muscle-bound build and radar-like instincts make them the Dwayne Johnson of dogs, built to smash threats. Beneath their tough exterior, Borbles are gentle giants. In South Africa, families see them as furry bodyguards. Their wrinkled foreheads conceal a mind as sharp as a warrior's blade. 5. Tosa Enu. Imagine a dog with the heart of a samurai and strength of a sumo wrestler. That's the Tosa Enu, Japan's legendary fighting dog. Bred in the 1800s to battle in dog sumo matches, this breed was created by mixing native dogs with mastiffs and bulldogs. It has a bite force of 540 psi, stronger than a wolf's, and a courage that outshines lions. In feudal Japan, Tosa Enus were the ultimate status symbol. Wealthy lords paraded them like living trophies, and their fights were viewed as sacred rituals. These dogs were trained to fight silently, reflecting the honor codes of samurai. A 19th century scroll shows a Tosa named Ryoma, named after the hero Sakamoto Ryoma, defeating 3 opponents in a single match, earning him the title Yokozuna of Dogs, which is the highest rank in sumo wrestling. But their power comes with the dark side. Banned in the UK, Australia, and parts of the US, Tosa Enus are labeled dangerous due to their fighting past. Yet in Japan, they're celebrated as national treasures. During World War II, stories tell of Tosas protecting families from looters, their loyalty outweighing their rage. 4. Prescario. Prescarios are like living weapons covered in short, tiger-striped fur. Their jaws snap shut like steel traps, and their deep growls reflect the volcanoes of their homeland. The name Prescario translates to Canarian catchdog in Spanish. This breed is a large, muscular dog that comes from the Canary Islands. History's darkest chapters train them for blood sport. Known as the devil dog in dark corners of history, this breed was once forced into bloody dogfighting rings, where its reckless courage and 540 psi bite force, stronger than a wolf's, made it a brutal champion. Spanish farmers later used them to guard livestock, where they faced off against wolves and thieves. But there's more to their story. In the 1940s, they nearly vanished until breeders revived them as symbols of Canarian pride. Today, they're celebrated in local festivals, paraded like furry gladiators. However, their tough history still shadows them. A presa named Hades famously stopped 6 intruders at a Buenos Aires estate. 3. Doberman. Imagine a dog so sleek and deadly, Hitler tried to recruit them as Nazi guard dogs. That's the Doberman. A black and tan lightning bolt with a 305 psi bite force and a brain faster than a bullet. Their iconic cropped ears were originally intended to prevent enemies from grabbing them during fights. Bred in the 1890s Germany by tax collector Karl Doberman, yes, they're named after him, these dogs were designed to be the ultimate bodyguards. In World War II, they served as messenger dogs, sprinting through gunfire so intense, soldiers called them ghosts with teeth. Their reputation skyrocketed when a Doberman named Kurt saved 250 Marines in the Pacific by sniffing out enemy soldiers. But Hollywood made them icons. Remember Zeus from Magnum P.I. or the cybernetic Dobermans in The Secrets of Nim? These dogs didn't just guard, they ruled the screen. Yet their real power lies in loyalty. A Doberman named Kaiser saved his family from a mountain lion in Colorado, taking 17 stitches but never breaking his stance. 2. Rottweiler. Born in the heart of the Roman Empire, these black and tan titans were the original bodyguards of war, driving livestock across Europe and guarding camps from bandits. Their name comes from Rottweil, Germany, and those signature eyebrows, they're not just cute, they're built-in intimidation, making them masters of the death stare. When Rome fell, Rottweilers found new purpose in the German town of Rottweil. Butchers used them to pull carts, protect gold, and scare off thieves, earning them the name butcher dogs. Medieval traders tied money pouches around their necks, trusting Rottweilers more than armed guards. During World War II, Rottweilers delivered messages through bomb blast and patrolled prisoners of war camps. Nazis tried to recruit them for World War II, but Rottweilers resisted and instead became heroes. Today, they're the canine police superstars, sniffing out bombs and chasing down criminals. One Rottweiler named Leo saved a family from a house fire and even carried their cat to safety. Another Rottweiler named Kaiser took a bullet to protect his owner during a robbery, showing that loyalty is their strongest trait. 1. Tibetan Mastiff. If Game of Thrones, dire wolves vacation in the Himalayas, they'd ask a Tibetan Mastiff for backup. This lion-sized legend, bred to guard monasteries in the roof of the world. With a 550 psi bite force, this dog has protected Buddhist temples from wolves, thieves, and snow leopards for over 2,000 years. Ancient emperors highly valued these dogs. Genghis Khan reportedly took 30,000 Tibetan Mastiffs on his conquest to guard camps. Chinese royalty paid fortunes for these puppies, calling them dragons in dog form. Marco Polo wrote about them, size of donkeys and thunderous growls during his 13th century travels. and Tibetan monks believe they house the souls of warriors. Their bloodline is so ancient, DNA tests link them to prehistoric wolves. In 2014, a Chinese businessman paid $1.9 million for a red Tibetan Mastiff named Big Splash. Proof even billionaires bow to their majesty. Well, that's it for today. Which one amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel Forever Green for more captivating adventures.